Holy howdy to you, expanding beautiful gifts of creations. Precious ones, today's spiritual nectar is about how every one of us are mystical. Yes, you, and you can say the mystical me. Many precious ones believe to be a mystic or to be mystical is to sit in a cave and pray 30 hours a day. I think that's that new math, I think. There is, though, a certain mysterious, holy, incandescent flame that burns at the center of life, if you will. As I've mentioned before in earlier videos, people say to others, I'm more spiritual than religious. But most of the time, even those words are grounded in 3D thinking and believing. There is so much more beyond these limited terms. Mysticism can be at the heart of our journey. For it's the very heart, lifeblood, impulse we carry within to connect with the divine, with the cosmos, with a greater consciousness. Mysticism forever takes the dullness, the emptiness and voidness, or some would even say the meaninglessness of life away. Mysticism opens doors, windows, portals to the more with incredible connections that lead to incredible experiences, which I've shared in our videos. Mystical connections are within us, and they create higher purpose and leads to deeper understanding of the life within us and beyond us. Depending on where we are, we can find our mystical energies, or if we have opened them up, then to expand them in beautiful, meaningful ways. It is part of finding out who we are and why we're really here. Ever since I could remember, I've had mystical experiences, but no one was around to guide, to facilitate these energies within me on a human level when I was young. This is where, for me, the Watchers came in. Many call them the guardian angels, but there are different types and levels of Watchers. Seeing and being and living with the mystical way is contrary to the world's ways of dividing and separating and competing at every level. It is so freeing of the mind and the heart and the inner essence to connect with the divine within us and the more beyond us in wonderful and delightful ways. It is being in oneness with ourself and with all that is. There are cosmic divine fruits like transforming tranquility, unbelievable unity with all that is, heaps of hope, and joyous joy that flows freely. Another of the cosmic fruits from discovering my mystical beings and allowing this energy to expand is pure love. Being a mystical being, it's like the foundation, pure love. Pure love has no strings attached to it, no conditions have to be met. I've experienced this pure love in creation as a kid and as a teen and each day as an adult. You know, many institutional elements in our culture use the lower energies of fear, which are chains to us to bind us. But pure love and fear do not go together. In years of ceremony, I've experienced pure love even at different densities in the same ceremony. My near-death experience was confirmation for me about pure love and expanding the mystical being many call Rev Ned. I have watched several videos of author and mystical translator Marby Starr, and here is a very powerful quote from her. Quote, "The way of the mystic is the way of surrender, of dying to the false self, to be reborn as the true self, the God self, the radiant divine being we actually are. It's not that the old self, the personality, the ego, the stories we tell about our lives is bad or wrong. It's that when we recognize the essential emptiness of our individual identity in light of the glorious gift of our interconnectedness with the one independence, it becomes much less compelling." End of quote. It seems for many folks in the 4,300 plus religions on earth, they find the top of the iceberg of their mystical being, but for most do not expand their mystical self and they think this is part of their religion, which again, for most, keeps them from not being and living a mystical life. Being in creation in such a mystical way to experience life is amazing. Discovering our mystical energies, and if we have discovered them again, to expand them, brings so much satisfaction, completeness, and unity with our mind thoughts and our heart thoughts. It's so comforting to be wrapped in tranquility. Thank you for stopping by. Be you, precious one. Everyone else is taken. You are an amazing being of the more. Big sky hugs to you. I'm thankful for each and every one of you. Have a wonderful and meaningful day. Mystical being of the more. Well, till next time, Rev Ned will be thinking about you.